a look at the new RCA tablet, and more. Good evening, YouTube, here on a Friday evening. It's 7:16 now in the evening. Didn't make a video yesterday, you guys know that. What happened? Well, I guess you don't know it. I think I did post a video. Did I post a video yesterday? Well, if I did or didn't, it doesn't matter. You probably guys know that I usually go visit my mother on Thursdays. I didn't make it yesterday. For one thing, my sister called me and said her cousins, mom's cousins from Kentucky, were up visiting, and they were going to be visiting with her, and she asked me to go later so they could have some time with her, and I said no problem. And I had planned on going later, but some of you may know that I was waiting on some packages, one of them being the RCA tablet, and I think it was close to 5 o'clock by the time it got there. It was late, and so I obviously said, well, I can't go to visit her that late, so I decided, well, I'll do that tomorrow, which is today, and lo and behold, there was another delivery. Instead of the tablet, it was the printer that I ordered. And I waited and waited and waited. I usually leave here to visit her about 12:30 in the afternoon. It takes me an hour to get there. It gives me from 1:30 till about 3:30 time I leave and come back. But anyway, it was 2 o'clock before the printer showed up. So, and I didn't want to leave a big old red and white Canon package sitting on my front porch. Front steps, I should say. So I waited, and sure enough, about 2 o'clock he showed up, and I brought that in and left for visiting her. Had a good visit, only stayed an hour. She didn't remember visiting with her cousins. I mean, she did, but she didn't. She said there was somebody here, but she says I don't know who it was, and was it yesterday? She didn't even remember when it was. So anyway, it's no big deal. So anyway, I talked with her for a while. I told her next time I come, I'd probably bring a pizza, and we'd have pizza or something. We'll do something. I see that we'll go out and get a pizza, so we'll do that next time. That's that. So I haven't been on the internet much. Number one, partly because of the poor, crappy AT&T service that I have. And when I got home, or actually I got this yesterday, I thought, well, I'm going to set this, let me get you a picture of that. Alright, there's what it looks like. I have internet on, but I don't know how well it works. It took forever to get this thing to set up. Not because of this. This worked fine when it worked, but the crappy internet that I have, wasn't working yesterday basically at all, and it took forever. I finally waited till yesterday evening to try to get it going, and that seemed to have worked. I did, like I say, end up getting the part of it set up, so I don't know how well this is going to work, so I'm just going to give this a try and see what happens. Like I said, sometimes it does have a Wi-Fi signal now, so if the internet is working with the phone, it should be alright. But like I said, this is what it looks like, and this is how it works. This spinning thing is really the internet problem. It's not this. This generally works pretty fast whenever you have a good connection. So anyway, like I said, this, so far from what I've been able to use it for, it's worked fine. Not crazy about this keyboard, obviously, because it's so small, but it is better than typing on here, which see, Wally made a comment on my comment that I made to him. So anyway, just wanted to show you that it does work. Like I said, it works pretty good. Like I said, it looks nice. It's working just fine. No problem with it. Let's see what Chrome does. If I can get anything on it. Anyway, like I said, I'm very happy with it so far. Again, once I get a decent internet here, it will work fine. That's my next priority. I've got this, I've got the printer, and I don't really need any more things like that, so I think I'm going to try to find a decent service provider. So far here, I have tried Xfinity. I did not like them because of their promotional price they offer you, which is not bad, and then, you know, after unspecified time, the promotion goes away. Well, then they say, well, go find another promotion. We have them every cycle, every billing period, or whatever it is. And, you know, that's a lot of trouble to do that, because otherwise the service, basic service, ran up to over $100 a month, which is ridiculous. So, anywho, like I said, that's crazy. And then I tried MetroNet. Now, MetroNet worked okay. It's a fiber internet. Didn't really have a lot of problems with it, but it got to be too expensive. Like I say, it was $50 a month, and that was just too much for me. And so the last thing I tried was the DSL from Frontier. Now, it worked fine. I did have problems with their router, and it seemed like we always was having to reset it, restart it, things like that. But it did, when it was working, the speed was fine for me, because all I do is upload a video once in a while and watch some videos. Now, when my granddaughter and grandson had moved in, then things got a little slow, because my grandson was big on watching Netflix, and of course when he was watching Netflix and I was trying to do something, it wasn't happening very fast. So, you know, it's just back to me again. So, you know, I'm thinking maybe I'll go back with them. Now, I do owe them some money because that was another thing. I just got such poor service there towards the end. Like I say, the modem kept quitting on it, and some days it wouldn't even work at all. And I just kind of didn't pay the bill because it was stupid. Why should I pay a bill for nothing? So anyway, then when that elapsed and they finally did shut it off because I didn't pay the bill, and so I told him, I said, you know, it would be nice if you kicked in on the rent and just got us internet. I said that would be a pretty good deal. I said MetroNet's $50 a month. He said okay, so he did. And while he was here with MetroNet, now again he's watching Netflix. And you know, see, it was better than the DSL, but it still wasn't great. So, like I said, that's probably the best option I've got here. Now, they've got some new providers, I think. I'm trying to find out who's who and what's what. They've got what the Viasat. That's I'm not really crazy about satellite. I've seen people that have satellite before, and it's not great either, especially for uploading. So. But like I said, I'm going to check into some other things and see what I can come up with. But I think that's my next priority, getting that. Now, like I said, the phone internet works sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't at all. And my daughter keeps saying, that's because you use so much data that you're being throttled back or whatever. And okay, that's fine, but this thing doesn't work at all. You know, I mean, yesterday when I tried to set this up, it didn't work at all. I mean, there was no internet, period. And sometimes it'll even pop up and say there's no internet. So, you know, what are you supposed to do? That's not throttling. That's just not having good service. So, anywho, I'm sitting here talking, blabbering about that. So, the printer has arrived today. It is in the living room, in the box. It has not even been opened. Really haven't done much of anything with it. And so, like I said, it's just that's about it for it. Like I said, it's I'm getting used to this Android. This version of Android is 8 something. It's a little bit different than it is my phone, so like I said, it just takes a little time getting used to. But it is working fairly well, I think. So I'm happy with it. I have Blue Mail on there for my email, and you know, that's say I can do stuff like that. You know, this stuff can be done as long as you've got a good internet connection. You can do this from anywhere, and I like that. And like I said, the fact that, you know, it's in the keyboard now. I mean, it's in, you know, it pops off of that, and you just take it, lift it up, and that's all there is to it, really. So that's kind of nice. But like I said, it fits down in there pretty good, and it will stay there. But I found it best to put that back on it. It's magnetic; it stays there, so works really nice. I like it. And I'm going to put some kind of word processor on here and see if I can type any. I think the more you use this type of keyboard, the more easier it becomes, because it's a matter of, you know, putting your fingers at the right positions. And I mean, you know, keyboards are different sizes. Now Bob says you can get a Bluetooth keyboard for it, which, you know, all of that reminds me, he bought one of these too. Not this particular model. He bought his own used on eBay. But it's the same basic, the Viking 10 Pro, and so he said it will be here pretty soon, so we can compare notes then with that, which will be neat. But again, I like this so far. I haven't had it very long, obviously, but it will be perfect for back here for getting, you know, documents I need, looking up stuff, and it's just so much easier, or not easier, but bigger than the phone. You know, the phone just tiny compared to what that is, you know. So like I said, it's just go ahead and update. You always updating at the wrong time. Oh, that took forever to update this thing. Of course, the first thing it wants to do is it wants you to sign into Google. I couldn't do that. The internet was messed up so bad, and I didn't get that done. So finally, later on, like I said, I got back on it, and I did get signed in. And of course, the first thing that pops up is, hey, we got 50-man updates. We need a firmware update. We need this. We need that. So I let it go ahead and do as much as I guess it could. And finally, it got all that done. That was sometime this morning when it actually got done. So it's pretty well updated now, and you know, working. So I'm happy with that. Like I said, overall, I'm really pleased with it. Now, the next thing I've got to do here is get the printer set up and find a place for it in here, probably on one of those shelves up here on the side, on that side over there, above the tube tester. Be a pretty good place for it, I think. Like I said, now it's all completely wireless, and it doesn't have to have a computer, according to Bob. And we'll see. But I can print things from this, I can print things from the phone, I can print things from the computer itself in the living room. So that's going to be done. Now, the big news, you know, it took me a while to get there, but I'm there, people. The big news is Bob got the boards in. The BDSTs are at Bob's house. He sent me a picture. Let me show you what it looks like, if I can find it real easy without causing too much delay. Robert. D. Oops. There you go. There's what it looks like in the thing. Now, that's all your things are over here. Now, this is there's your BNC. There's your power. There's your switch, and there is your pot and switch. So all that is there. Let's see if I can get out of this. Hello. There it is. There was another picture he sent, and I wanted to show you that. If I can find it. There it is. That's with the items that are on there. There's your rotary pot and switch. There's your RF switch. There's your BNC, and there's your power. That's basically what's going to look like with those in there. Now, I haven't, of course, I haven't been able to fit them into a case because I don't have the boards. But he said these will be mailed tomorrow. I said he's keeping 3 of them and sending, I think, 7. And once I get them, that's the first thing I do is going to populate these things and get a measurement on the board and cut holes in the case. I'm sorry, and do that, and that's going to be done. And like I said, that's once I get that part done, and I've got to make that template. I was going to do that, and I still didn't get it done. So just too many things to do all at once here for some reason. But that's the number of jobs. That's the big news, is that how do you get this back? Hello. Oh, I think you have to press the power. I could be wrong. I haven't really used this thing that much. There it is. Well, like I said, this is working, and it's good, really good. But anyway, that was the big news about the boards. Now the other news, as I ain't even going to get to work on this tomorrow because I'm going to be gone, leaving at 7 in the morning to travel to Evansville in Indiana. Started to say Illinois. There is a car show there. I'm going to flash some pictures up on the screen, show you what that is that I'm going to. My brother-in-law and sister are down there. They go every year. He has his 39 Buick there, and I'll probably flash a couple pictures of that up because he just recently painted it, and it looks good. Really, really good. And so the show is tomorrow, and I told him I would leave here about 7 and get down there a little after 9. Of course, now they're on slow time, so that's a little after 8 their time. And I think the show doesn't start till maybe noon or 1. I can't remember. But I can hang out with them, and you know, like I say, my sister doesn't usually get up that early, so he said we can hang out in the lobby and talk. So that'll be a good time. I haven't seen them for a while. I like visiting them whenever. It seems like every year they, like I said, they go to the show, and I've yet to go. And every year I think I want to go, but there's always something coming up. Either I don't have the money, or I don't have a good car, or whatever it is. Or the time. There's always something else pressing. But this time I think I'm going. So that's the plan. I've got the back route planned out. I'm going to go over 50, take I-69 down to Evansville, go straight into Evansville. The fastest way is to take I-65 down to almost to Louisville, then take I-64 over. But that's it's about 20 more miles that way. And I think, you know, I just soon, there's a difference of 8 minutes. And that's all the difference is. I can take the slower way. I just don't like long expressway trips like that. But anywho, that's the plan for tomorrow. I will be taking well, this camera that you're looking at here, and I'm going to do some looking around at the cars and the sights and sounds and things like that. And I'll try to make a video for you, maybe Sunday. Maybe put that all together, hopefully. And like I said, that's the plan. You know how the best laid plans go sometimes. But anyway, I really want to go this year. I've wanted to go every year, but really think I can get her done this year. So that's what we're going to hope to do. So I wished I could have had more to show you on this, but really that's all I've got. I just haven't had time to mess with it, put anything on it. I was looking for a solitaire game to put on it. And that's another thing. How in the world do you go about matching up programs? See, now this solitaire here I play every night before I go to bed, and that just relaxes me to play. Now I want to put this same version on this because I like this version. It's good. I like it the way it works and everything. But I can't tell how in the world I find out what it is that what version it is. So I, you know, like I say, I don't know how you would go about doing that. I can do the app info like this, but really there's nothing there that tells. It says solitaire version 2.6. Okay. Well, maybe I can find it. We'll see. But anywho, that's what I'm doing there. So hopefully that'll work out. But anyway, that's the big plans, the whole shebang. Before I forget it, this just came in today. Now this is my 12 volt to 5 volt converter for the boom box. Bob sent a picture of a bomb with a box behind it. So yes, Bob, this is the bomb box converter. So that's what I'm going to use for that. That should take care of that problem. And otherwise, I think I'm ready to get back in on that. I've got our little what do you call it, made? So that's all done, and just a matter of putting it all together. And that's it just takes time, people. So let me get this back edited and put it up on the internet so you can at least have something to watch. And I don't know when the next one I get will be posted. If I get something done on this, I think they're called the Frog Follies is what it's called, the show. So if I get something done on that, I'll post that. And this is not going to be in competition with other people that do car shows. Kenny over there at Rodder Files, I don't think anybody could match him. So this is just something I'm doing, and like I said, everybody likes to look at a cool car. Now, I think Jim told me that all the cars here have to be older than 49. I think is the oldest, and it's a street rod type organization. It's not just a custom car show. So, all right. I'm talked and blabbed and talked, and you guys know how I am. Once I get started, I had Mom to talk to today. There's certain times I feel sorry for her when she's at, but she's in a good spot. She's in a good place. They take good care of her. She's happy enough, being there, I think. Her only complaint is she doesn't see the family very much, and I try to go at least 1 week, and I have been ever since she's been there. I've been there every week. And I'm sure there will come a time when I'll miss a week or something like that. But, for right now, I have been there every week. And I try my best to get her to go somewhere. Now, this time I didn't have time. And so she's constantly asking me if I need something to eat. She still, in her mind, thinks that she's got a kitchen and stuff like that somewhere. And that she could go make something to eat. And, I did notice one thing was really pleased me. She had her refrigerator plugged in. Now, that's something that she never has had plugged in when I went. People will plug it in for her, and she always goes behind her back and unplugs it. Now, it was plugged in, so I think maybe she's convinced that she's should leave it running to keep things cold. I'm hoping. So anyway, that's that. Not really sure. I know my daughter and Randy are supposed to go Sunday and see her, so I'm hoping they do. And that's her biggest thing is, and I'm sure, people have lives too. I understand that. And you can't just say, well, let's drop everything and go see Nanny or Mom. They all call her Nanny. That's just their pet word for her. So anyway, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I'm sorry if this is so long, but there's a lot I had to say, a lot I had to talk about. And I don't even know if I showed these, but these are the power jacks. I can't remember if I showed them or not. I got those in. There's 50 of those in there. And again, I showed you this, the converter. So that's here. I have everything I need to put together the kits. I just need the boards, and as soon as they arrive, I'll be doing that. For you guys that are beta testers, listen up, BDST. I will probably send an email out, but in case I don't, the plan is as soon as I get the boards from Bob, I will take one and build it, and then use it to make the holes necessary that here in the side. And of course, I may use this prototype box. I don't know. I hate to waste these things. These things are expensive, number one. Or not that expensive, but I mean, they're hard to get. They're not easy to come by. So I may just use this one to cut this one out. It's because that's all you need is something, Then I can make my cardboard template on there to cut the things out here and the rest of it. So my knobs are on the way. Everything is coming together. So I'm happy about that. And you guys expect an email, like I said, soon with the information for tracking, things like that. And they will be sent out shortly. So, yay! It's all coming together. I'm happy. And appreciate you guys doing this. And please give me some feedback. Us some feedback, I should say. You know, it's very helpful for something like this to know, you know, I have an idea in my head how things should be. And maybe not everybody else has that same idea. And I understand that, and that's what this is all about. I want to find out your viewpoint from the stance of how easy it was, and if it was difficult to understand the instructions. Anything that would help us make this a success would be appreciated. So that's what's going on with that. And again, I'm blabbering. You guys have a wonderful evening. Thanks for watching, and we will see you